Help support Bariatric TV by ordering your bariatric products from btvstore.com. Use the coupon code FREAK and get a 10% discount on your next order. This week's episode of Bariatric TV is sponsored by Bariatric Advantage, the most complete line of micronutrient replacements specifically designed for the weight loss surgery patient. Help support the show by ordering your Bariatric Advantage products directly from the BTV e-store.
Hey freaks, I'm Linda.
Welcome back, I'm Tony. And do we have some fun for you freaks today?
In this week's Drop Zone, we have a revisionary tale.
Are you suffering from portion distortion? You might need to be reprogrammed.
Sugar levels, they be dropping in some freaks.
And a lap bender who is all about choosing to be positive.
This week's Drop Zone freak is our first revision freak.
This week's DZF is Leslie, but many of you probably know her from Twitter and Facebook as Punk Bright.
Leslie had a lap band in 2008 and then had a revision to a VSG in late 2009.
Leslie has lost over 175 pounds and says she's glad she had surgery because I'm thankful for weight loss surgery because I have more energy for all things. I mean, look at those collarbones now.
Congratulations on your loss so far, Punk Bright. And to help you celebrate it, how about a case of Revival soy chips?
Send us your address and phone number to feedback@BariatricTV.com so we can get them on the road to you.
And for the rest of you that are hankering for some Revival soy chips, send us your before and afters, or before and during, or just simply your before, as well as one sentence on why you're glad you had weight loss surgery. Email it to us at feedback@BariatricTV.com. We're going to start taking some of your chips out of the box if you send us 2 sentences.
For each extra sentence, you lose 1 bag of chips.
I'm taking the salted ones and the salsa ones. So if you write 2 sentences, you're going to be light by a bit.
Dump, dumpity, dumping ground.
Dump, dumpity, dumping ground.
I don't feel good.
Welcome to the dumping ground. Today, we'll be discussing portion distortion.
Has anyone noticed that food portions are way out of control?
Average portion sizes have grown so much over the past 20 years that sometimes the plate arrives and there's enough food to feed a family of 4.
And just who is to blame for this?
Mike!
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen!
Charlie Sheen is to blame for all of this.
Winning!
Well, see, that's nice now, because you said it's Charlie Sheen, so that means we can put it as a tag or even as the name, and it's going to drive our hits through the roof. Link bait, baby.
That was my thought.
Some may argue that it's years of food industry propaganda selling you larger and larger portions of food. After all, in Fooderica, bigger is always better.
Attention citizens 76521 and 76522. You are Foodericans. You're better than the rest. You deserve larger portions of delectable food. You must purchase these portions immediately. You are Foodericans, and you deserve it.
We deserve larger portions of food.
Yes, everything in Fooderica is bigger.
This will make you larger, stronger, faster.
Must be larger.
Stronger.
Faster.
1 plateful at your local dispensary is not enough. You need 2 or 3 platefuls.
We need 2 or 3 plates.
Wait, more food? Why?
Because you are Foodericans, and everything in Fooderica is bigger and thus better. And we will serve it to you for 1 low price.
Yes, 1 low price.
But I don't want more food. Can't I just eat 1 plate?
No, 76521. Bigger is better. Why have a small breakfast pastry when you can have an apple fritter the size of your head? And it's for the greater good, 76521. And it is our way.
But I don't want it.
I'll take the fritter.
A noble suggestion, 76522. You are a true and proud Fooderican. 76521, do you refuse to purchase the decadent, enormous apple fritter?
I will not purchase such a fritter, Commissar.
What, 76521? You refuse? That's un-Fooderican.
Yes, it is, but it's full of common sense.
You dare to mention common sense. Your purpose is to consume. Your beliefs should be more Fooderican, 76521. You deserve more. You deserve bigger portions. Denounce your common sense and accept your Fooderican ways.
I will not, Commissar.
Then you leave me no choice, 76521.
Reprogram her. Reprogram her now.
Yes, reprogramming. It's the only thing left for you, 76521. You must be reprogrammed.
No! No! No!
Yes, reprogram her.
Come on down to Big Billy's Buffet. Enjoy our gigantic slab of meat special, our endless bread bar, and of course, our bottomless bowl of beans. And for dessert,
Must
you'll love
purchase
our
large
apple
portions
station.
of food.
It's all for just
Must
$6.95
purchase large
because
portions
you
of
are
food.
a Fooderican.
Okay, maybe a little over the top, but let's take a look at how the food portions have increased over the last 20 years.
Take a bagel, for instance. 20 years ago, your typical bagel was 3 inches in diameter. Now, it's 6 inches in diameter. Do you know that equals 5 pieces of bread or 15 cups of popcorn?
A blueberry muffin was typically 1.5 ounces. Now it's a whopping 5 ounces.
1 cup of pasta, which used to be a typical restaurant serving, has now increased to 3 cups. That used to feed a family.
As portions have grown larger, so have Americans. Go figure.
And it's not just the size of the food that's increased. Do you know that dinner plates in the 1950s were 9 inches across and now they're 13?
Okay, so portion sizes are out of control. So once you get a ways out from your surgery, you may ask, what does a normal portion look like?
I have no clue. Over the years, sizes have gotten so out of control, I'm not sure what's what anymore.
Well, this will help. 3 ounces of meat is about the size of the palm of your hand. Not the whole hand, the palm, without the fingers or the thumb.
A teaspoon of something is about the size of the tip of your finger, and a tablespoon is about the size of your thumb.
A cassette tape, remember those? Is how large a slice of bread should be.
See, that's bizarre too.
Yeah, that
Bread's
is
this
bizarre.
big now.
I know.
A half a cup of veggies is the size of a baseball.
The key to getting that portion distortion under control is to keep in mind what a serving actually means. To help get used to that, sometimes you need to trick your brain a bit.
When eating at home, use smaller dishes and no serving bowls on the table. Plate the food at the counter.
When eating at a restaurant, ask for a to-go container when your food arrives. Then put half the food away in that container. This will stop you from picking at your meal once you know you should stop.
Or just pour a bunch of sugar all over everything once you stop, or
we done
salt, or...
Linda does that to me at restaurants.
You need to see the distortion in the portion sizes to get it under control. This goes for both freaks and non-freaks.
Once you can alter what you see as enough, you're ready to alter your reality. Hey Linda, wake up. Linda!
What? Hey, where am I? What's going on?
Dude, we're filming. What happened?
Dang, I ate lunch about 2 hours ago and all of a sudden I just passed out. I got all weak and dizzy. What's up with that?
And whiny, too!
Whiny. Whiny.
You're probably experiencing reactive hypoglycemia. A lot of freaks that are further out are reporting this happening to them.
Reactive hypoglycemia is a medical condition occurring from low sugar in the blood. Sounds weird, huh? Because for folks who have had an RNY, we aren't even supposed to have sugar, so why would low blood sugar make us all feel sleepy?
There are actually more consequences of RH than just being sleepy. In many cases, people report being dizzy, sweating, trembling, and in some cases, seizures and migraines.
Doctors are seeing this happen in patients who are 2 or more years out from RNY. The symptoms occur after meals and are sometimes confused with dumping syndrome. The difference is that RH usually hits several hours after you eat.
Because undigested food passes quickly from the pouch to the small bowel, excessive insulin is released, resulting in the rapid and dramatic drop in blood sugar, and in turn, the onset of symptoms that we just mentioned.
Eating meals consisting of protein and complex carbs 2 to 3 hours apart will usually help alleviate the symptoms.
Most importantly, if you are experiencing this, go to your doc and get tested for RH.
This started to happen to me about a year ago, and I had no idea what was going on. Then I read that the same thing was happening to Beth, aka Melting Mama, and Susan Maria from BariatricEating.com. Isn't that neat? I put them together.
But isn't that like beta fish? You can't have them both in the same tank.
No, I figure if I keep putting them in the same sentence, maybe they'll start liking each other.
No, they're like beta fish.
I
One's
know.
going to eat the other.
But I like them both. I want everybody to be friends. Happy, happy, joy, joy.
Wow, sounds like this is happening a lot. What do you do when you start feeling the symptoms?
Well, for me, it doesn't happen that often, but when it does, I need something to level me out fast. Usually I have a handful of cashews or some cheese handy. Sometimes I eat some dark chocolate. It's still a work in progress.
You should go see your doctor about it, just to be sure.
Yeah, I'm making an appointment. That way I can be sure of what's going on and get some medical recommendations.
Big thing to focus on, though, is not to let too much time go between meals or snacks. Something small every 2 to 3 hours usually works just fine.
And now that we've talked about my freaky long-termer issues, let's freak on. Welcome to the Freak On segment. After surgery, you'll find that it can be very helpful to surround yourself with positive people.
And lucky for us, we found a veritable Tasmanian devil of positivity. Her name is Tamika Bryant.
Tamika is all over YouTube and Facebook with positive and uplifting messages about how to stay on track.
Tamika had her lap band surgery on November 9th, 2009, and has not looked back.
Her highest weight was 288 pounds, and at her 1-year mark, she was at her 170-pound goal.
But she didn't stop there. She kept losing and is now at 158 pounds.
Tamika says that she knew she needed to change her life before she developed serious health conditions related to her obesity. And now that she's made that change in herself, she's helping to inspire it in others that are doing the same.
So if you need a little Tamika-style motivation, inspiration, and just plain old good vibes, you can check out her YouTube site at youtube.com/anewme1109.
But that ain't the only place on the interwebs to find Tamika. You can also find her at lapbandsuccesscoaching.com. Her mission on this site is to do what she can to assist you in meeting all of your post-surgery weight loss goals. But she's changing up her site a bit, so be prepared for some new stuff.
We just love Tamika and can't wait to see her again at the Las Vegas meet and greet this May.
Keep up the great work, Tamika. You go, girly girl.
Well, that's it for this week, freaks.
Don't forget to friend us on Facebook to be entered into our current contest and to be eligible for more Facebook contests coming in the future. Just click on our Facebook link in the show notes below.
Right down there.
And please send us your show ideas and product recommendations to feedback@bariatrictv.com or post them on the forums over at bariatrictv.com/forum.
And the last thing we have for you to do is to head on over to btvstore.com to order up all your bariatric goodies. You'll get the products you want while helping to support the show.
See you in 7 days.
Ding 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 ding.
So once you get a ways out from your surgery, you may ask, what does a normal it's almost there.
Your beliefs should be more Fooderican 56761326765.